Hello. Just wanted to make sure it was recording. So it is February 20th, 2023, and it's 12:12. Well, so I'm eating some chilies. That is so good. I didn't make it. It's from Costco. That was the chair. That was the chair. On the home. I figured I'd just do a check-in real fast. The kids are off from school, and I am able to work from home today. And so I was thinking about my day yesterday. I spent the weekend pretty much relaxing. And a new song came out by NF. He is a believer. He also raps. And I have been following him for some time now. I remember in 2018 going through just what I consider to be like a roller coaster of emotions that felt like I'd never get off. And so when I came across, music has always helped me get through certain seasons of my life, of all genres. And in 2018, I came across to one of his songs, and I noticed that a lot of what he was saying, it resonated with me. And I noticed that there were many other songs that he had that also resonated with me. And reading the comments on YouTube, I learned that a lot of his albums were based on like real things that he experienced. And so I had also learned that a lot of his albums were in order, like it was a journey. And the word journey alone, forget about it. It's already like, it intrigues me all the time. And so in 2018, when I learned that these albums like told a story, I knew that I had to start from the beginning. So I started from his first album and worked myself from there. And it was very, 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 very like just deep. Some people described it as dark. I can describe it as, it has its dark, yeah, if you want to call it dark, I guess, but I just viewed it as just someone who was just sharing his heart in public, and while on the journey that he was on. He experienced trauma, grief, depression, anger, anxiety, resentment, bitterness, unforgiveness, disappointment, rejection. Did I say rejection? Not sure. Just a lot of what many of us can relate to and resonate with. And so 2018, coming across his many albums and just following it really, really helped me. It comforted me in a way where it made me feel less alone. There were moments where I had to find myself not listening to these songs so much, only because I needed to also shift my focus on other songs that will lift me up and give me hope to believe that I would get to the other side eventually. And so anyway, I came across his new song that he came out with recently, a few days ago. His album is coming out in April. And listening to the song, it's called Hope. Knowing his story, I don't think you even need to know who he is for you to be wowed when watching this video and listening to the words. But if you know him, it's on a different level. Like the impact of this song, of this video, will hit you so much differently if you know him. And so it's important to, if you decide to, look him up, listen to the song, watch the video as you're listening to it because it tells a story, and read the comments. Read the comments. And I also love watching reactions of certain songs, because I love to listen to and watch the different perspectives that other people share when listening to different songs that I know I can resonate with and that I feel like I can connect with on the level where maybe they can too. And so anyway, that song was on replay yesterday all day. And I had been, I was just looking up videos of different reactions to the song. And there were so many that were my favorites. And I'm not sure if I would be able to, if I were to post this video, if I would be able to share the link to it. But there's just many. So there were some videos that were very of some people sharing their reaction, but they were like very critical of him, of his prior albums. And I feel like some of them were people that maybe just haven't been able to find the courage to face their own issues, to face their own trauma, their own grief, their own resentment, bitterness, unforgiveness, anger, pain, whatever. And so, but then there were many reactions that were like so amazing. And it was just awesome. I love it. So anywho, after watching that and after listening to it all day, Edison and I, were watching a few episodes of New Amsterdam, still in season 1, but I think it's coming to the end. I think we're on episode 17. So it was already getting late. He went upstairs, and then I followed him a few minutes after that, and I just started crying. I went into the room and started crying. He was like, "What's wrong?" And I just could not stop thinking about the boys, because there's this line that NF says about how having his son just shifted a lot of his perspective and helped him get to the other side, because now it wasn't him he was only thinking about. He was now thinking about his son and then raising him. And it made me think about our boys. And as I'm on this journey, it just makes it that much more of a greater responsibility to show up for them as best as I'm able to. Both Edison and I, as best as we're able to show up for them, while still showing up for ourselves on this journey. So I can speak for myself. I can only speak for myself, but I'm sure Edison would agree. But because I'm on this journey of healing, of evolving, of growing, of learning, of unlearning, of undoing, of just so much that I'm like, wow, I'm 37 years old, and I am on this journey that I thought so differently of back when I was in my 20s. Like I would have never thought that at 37 I'd be experiencing what I'm experiencing now. But I'm grateful. Because in hindsight, I'm much more appreciative for the journey of where I am on the other side of what it used to be, because of all of the dark times, of all of the hard times, of all of the challenges that I still do have moments, of hard times and challenging times. But those moments of the past that felt like an eternity that I'd never get out of, because I am on the other side of those things, I'm much more appreciative because I experienced them. And so that encourages me to show up as the best mom that I can be to my kids. But it's such a huge responsibility, because I feel like I'm still in the process of parenting myself, let alone having to parent my kids at the same time. Like I can't press pause on being a parent. That has to keep going, while still prioritizing me, my mental health, my emotional health, my spiritual self, my physical self. And it's a lot. And it really brought me to tears last night. Because I look at them, and then Jacob was sleeping. So as I was looking at him, it just brought me more into tears. And then we called Armani into the room because we heard him that he was still awake. And so he came into the room and he was like, "What's wrong?" And then Edison, like, I couldn't even find the words because I was still crying. And Edison was telling him, like, she loves you guys so much, and she wants to make sure that she's the best mom that she can be to you guys. And so me and Armani just hugged, and I cried, and he's wiping my tears, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. So grateful for him. They will grow, and have their own experiences and look back and be like, man, I wish my mom and my dad did more of this or more of that, or I wish they would have handled this differently or that differently, or I wish they would have done this for me or that for me. Like, they're going, and then they're also going to have their own trials and hardships and challenges and process of healing and all of that, because it happens to each of us. It's not just for one type of person. But I'm grateful, I'm doing my best to look at the positive side of things. And I'm grateful that because we have experienced those hard times, we get to be there for our kids when they go through theirs. And we may not have all the answers to their questions or a solution for their problems, but we can guarantee that we will be there for them as best as we're able to create a safe space for them, where they can be seen, where they know that they are being seen and heard, and that we can show compassion and understanding and grace. And yeah, so just thinking about that. Wow, almost 12 minutes, but it's okay. My chili may have to go back in the microwave because I love my food hot, 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 hot. And so I thought that the video would just be like 6 minutes and that it would be warm enough where I can eat it and not burn my mouth. But now it's too warm. I need it hot. So, anywho. All right, that was it. Toodles.